class as well. Ellie, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty well, thanks for asking. And so, yeah, Ellie, what have you done since I saw you last?
I fixed my lunch
I
and
take?
fix.
Fixed. Okay, I fixed my lunch. That works.
I fixed my lunch and then I cleaning the room a little bit.
I cleaned.
Yeah,
Past
yeah.
tense?
Oh yeah, yeah. I cleaned my room a little bit.
Okay, nice.
That's all.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, good. Hussein, welcome to class as well. How's it going, Hussein?
Hello, it's going well. Thank you so much. How about you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Alright, and Hussein, what have you done with your day? What have you been up to?
Today I was generally at home, but I went to outside with one of my friends, and I
Okay.
spent time with my friend. That's it. I didn't do a lot of things. I was outside of home, and I was at home as well.
Okay. So outside of home and at home, but not
Yeah.
too much doing. Okay. And Bruno, welcome to class. Bruno, how are you?
I'm good, teacher. What about yourself?
I'm doing really well, thanks. And Bruno, what have you been up to today? Bruno, what have you done today?
So I haven't actually I haven't done anything. I'm just having the class now.
Okay, so not too much. What did you eat for lunch? What did you eat for lunch, Bruno?
So I ate rice with rice and chicken and
Okay.
some I forgot the sauce, Caesar sauce. So sauce for salads.
Okay, like a Caesar salad. Like a Caesar dressing, we could say. Caesar dressing.
Yeah, Caesar
Okay.
dressing. Okay.
Nice. And Santi, how's it going, Santi? Santi, are you there? Oh, I can't hear you. I would recommend either leaving class and coming back, or maybe trying to fix your microphone. But leaving class and coming back usually works. So if you leave and come right back, that should help it. If that makes sense. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you nod or like shake your head? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah. So I think leaving and coming right back will be the best way to do that. Okay. And I think that's everybody. Let's get started. We're going to be talking about the holidays. And let's start with Hussein. Can you read the title and the next few lines?
Holidays. Today we will talk about different holidays, discuss what we do during the holidays, read holiday comics, and roleplay holiday events.
Nice. Good pronunciation. That sounds great. Hussein, can you ask Ellie the first question?
Yeah. Ellie, what's your favorite holiday? Why?
My favorite holidays is this is a Thai holiday we call Songkran Festival. Songkran Festival.
Okay. I'm not sure how to spell it, is the only thing.
Songkran Festival is okay. In English, you call Songkran festival. It is a New Year days of Thai people.
Okay. It's the New Year's.
Thai people.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone in the family will get together and having some meal
And have.
and have a meal. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really enjoyable. Maybe you can, in the chat box, if you can write the name of the festival, that might be helpful. But yeah, really good answer. Santi, are you there? Okay, I still can't hear you. No. If you can, maybe try unplugging. I don't know. Unplugging your headphones. You could try. You could try using a different microphone. You could try leaving and coming back again. I'm not sure if that'll help. Sometimes it takes a couple times, but I'm not really sure. Okay. Yeah. Good luck. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's frustrating. Ellie, can you ask Dawn the next question?
Don, what do you usually do when you are on vacations for holidays?
I just eat some specific thing when I go to holiday, but I don't like to travel. I enjoy more when I stay home. I play some video games. I don't like vacation, but my girlfriend loves vacation, so sometimes must going with her some boring holiday.
Sometimes, maybe sometimes I have
I have to
to
go.
go with her on a boring holiday. Okay. So I just eat some specific thing when I go, maybe when I go on vacation,
Okay.
but normally I don't like to travel. So Americans will say holiday is a special day, and a vacation is a trip or extended time off work.
Okay.
British English, it's a little bit different, whereas a holiday is the same as a vacation. So, yeah, in England they'll say vacation or holiday interchangeably. Okay, and I don't like travel. I enjoy. I enjoy staying home and playing video games more. Might sound a little bit better, but really good. That sounded great. Okay, and Don, can you ask Bruno the next question?
Yeah, sure. Do you know any specific song associated with the holiday?
Well, I'm not so sure, but I'm not. I don't know anyone here to say off the top of my head.
Okay. Okay. So Maybe Ken, what about you? Do you know any songs associated with the holidays?
I heard the song, Stevie Wonder song, Happy Birthday. I think
Yeah.
song for establishing Martin Luther King's Jr. Day in America. And I don't know the result. Is it the national holiday now in America or
It is a federal holiday.
federal holiday? Okay. Federal holiday means all over America.
Yes, it is
Okay.
all over America. Yeah, that's a really good example, Ken. That was a better example than I anticipated. And also, welcome to class. How's it going, Ken?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing really well. Thanks for asking. Okay, and I think we're good here. Let's get Bruno. Can you actually read through these words?
Yeah, sure. Tradition, decorate, getaway, commercialized, abroad, tourist, high season, travel agent, and ecotourism.
Nice. Really
Tourism.
well done. Let's look at decorate. Can you repeat decorate?
Decorate.
And agent.
Travel agent.
Other than that, really well done. Does anybody have any questions here?
The last one, what ecotourism
Okay.
is?
Good question. Does anybody know what ecotourism means?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I think so.
What do you think it is?
I think is how do I say that? So I don't know how to explain that even in my language. Let me just find. It's the way that people actually it's a mindset, you know, like suppose that people take care of the nature.
Okay. Yeah, so ecotourism, kind of like a mindset about taking care of nature. Maybe it's a
So,
special kind of tourist that travels in search of like nature.
yeah,
Some kind of tourism where people
it's a
travel.
continuous search for nature, something that people who take care of nature.
Yeah. So these people will generally want to take care of nature, or at least more so than the common
Yeah, it's
tourist.
activity. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But they also do nature activities, so they'll
Yeah,
go and see the forest or the desert or something along those lines. So travel in search of nature. Okay, yeah, exactly. Any other questions?
yeah. Actually, I said, how do I say that? Not how do you say that? You took it now. I think it's wrong.
What's
No, because when I was speaking, you were typing what I was speaking, right?
I?
I said, how do I say that?
How do I say that?
Yeah, that was what I said.
Okay.
How do I say that? Miss the pronoun.
Yeah, how do I say that? I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're asking.
No, I'm not asking you. I was just trying to correct what I
Okay.
had said, you know, and because you wrote, how do you said that? I said, how do I say that?
Okay.
That's I'm
Okay.
doing.
Alright. I think I understand now. Mohammed, welcome to class. Mohammed, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Sorry for being late.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, so welcome to class again. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, and guys, yeah, any other questions here? Okay, and maybe let's go on to the next page. Ken, can you read the comic?
Okay. He sees you when you are sleeping. He, sorry. He know, he knows. He knows when you are awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Correct. Santa Claus, Country Old Elf, or CIS book.
Good. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. Does anybody know what song he's singing, or what song's on the radio? Alright. It's coming. So I'll send you guys a link to the song, which is, again, the lyrics are there. So this is a common song that people sing during Christmas. And yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna mute you, Bruno, because I think that the music is playing in the background. So this is the song that he's singing. Maybe any ideas what's happening here? After kind of listening to the song and looking at the lyrics. Ellie, do you know the myth of Santa Claus? Do you know what the story is?
I have no, I don't know.
Okay. Does anybody know the story of Santa Claus?
I think he sees you. When you're sleeping, he checking his private life. So he concluded Santa Claus could be a spy.
Yeah. Could be a spy, which is kind of like a CIA spook. A spook, kind of slang for a spy. Yeah, so he's saying that Santa Claus, according to the song, is checking your private life. He knows if you've been bad or good. It's kind of creepy. Generally, I guess that's the point. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay, maybe Ken, can you explain what Santa Claus is, or what the story is behind Santa Claus?
This
What's he do?
story?
Yeah, what is the myth? What's the story of Santa Claus? Like, who is Santa?
The actual story, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I heard in a different class, and originally Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, maybe currently Turkey. He was living in currently Turkey area. So, and he helped a lot of people, poor people. Yes, that's so he became a legendary figure, Saint Nicholas, as Saint Nicholas. That's the origin of Santa Claus. And after that, person connects to the Santa Claus myth. You give present to the good kids.
Yeah, so in Western cultures, at least in the United States, he gives presents to children on Christmas. So yeah, the Christmas holiday in Christian countries, we have this idea that Santa Claus comes and gives presents to these kids, but only if they're good. Anyways, hopefully that explains the comic a little bit more. We can kind of go back to that later. And maybe, Ellie, can you ask Mohammed the first question?
Okay. Mohammed, what is your favorite holiday tradition to follow?
My favorite holiday was Al-Fitr holiday and Al-Adha holiday. This is my two favorite holidays in the year. I really like it. It has special activities. We must wear new clothes and go to the gardens and see our relatives. It's a beautiful holiday.
They are beautiful holidays?
They are beautiful holidays, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so because you're talking about just the two of them, so we say these are my two favorite holidays in the year, or do you like them and they? So yeah, just be aware of plural versus singular. Okay. Yeah, and also, as far as a holiday tradition, we could say we have to wear new clothes. That would be a holiday tradition.
Yeah, okay.
So that's like one thing that you do during the holidays as a tradition. And then going to the gardens to see your relatives is also another tradition. Really good. Good answer. Mohammed, can you ask Ali the next question?
Okay. What's a special food do you eat on the holidays?
Okay, the special foods I usually eat on holidays are curries with rice and noodles. And
What's the meaning of curries?
the curry is like the green curry, red curry, and some people like to eat with rice, and someone like to eat with the noodles.
It's a spicy,
Yeah,
generally
yeah,
it's Thai
yeah.
type of saucy dish. That was really good though.
Yes,
It
it's
was,
spicy with the coconut milk.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Rice and what? No. What's
It's,
the meaning of noodles?
huh? Pardon?
What's the meaning of noodles, please?
There is there is no meaning, but this is just typical Thai food that we eat. We eat every holiday. We eat these kinds of foods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So, yeah, it's hard to explain. Noodles are a type of, it's like pasta,
No,
almost.
it's something
Only,
like that, but it's like it clear noodles. No,
yeah,
it made from the noodle is very small, like a spaghetti,
like
but
spaghetti.
the white one.
Yeah, so if we look, this is like a
That's the curry.
curry. Yeah, it's really delicious curry. But yeah, so it's just a type of Thai food.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a
The green.
picture of a green curry.
Yeah.
And so you can put in noodles, which are like spaghetti. Generally, they're made with eggs, like egg noodles.
No,
Or rice noodles.
no, this one made from rice.
Yeah, rice noodles. So a little bit
Uh-huh.
different, but really
Yeah.
delicious. Okay.
Thank you.
And Manu, welcome to class. Manu, how's it going?
Hi, thank you. How are you?
Doing really well. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Okay, and I don't really like that last question, so let's move on. Um, let's try this. Don, can you read the role of the brother?
Yeah, sure. You are planning a party for your parents with your sister. You want to have a big party with a lot of friends. Try to organize this party.
Okay. Can you repeat organize?
Organize this party.
Good. And Ken, can you read the role of the sister?
You are planning a party for your parents with your brother. You think your parents will want a small party. I try to figure out how you to plan the party.
Man, a lot of errors. I'm sorry about that. So you were correct the first time. Try to figure out how to plan the party. As was the other correction. Sorry about that, Ken. Good reading.
Thank you.
Other than that. All right, and let's start. Let's actually start with Don. Can you, as the brother, tell us how you start out?
Okay. For our parents, I think it's better to have a big party because my dad love a big party with a lot of people. Love it. Uh,
Third person. So I love, you love, dad love.
Ed.
That's the past tense.
Okay.
So it's the third person present tense.
Loves.
You're really close, I think. Loves. So we needed the third person S.
Okay.
So anytime you're in the present tense in the third person singular, every verb you need to add an S. It's all the verbs.
Loves.
Yeah.
Loves a big party with a lot of people and a lot of drinks, some barbecue, and loud music. I think is perfect for our parents.
Okay. Good. Because he loves them in general, we would say he loves big parties.
Artist. Okay.
Ken, how would you respond?
Actually, I asked their preference. They want to have a small party, so I think small party is good for them because they'd like to throw it.
Because they'd like to what?
Throw the party like that. Throw the party. Throw it.
Ah,
Yeah.
throw.
Throw. Yeah.
I'm not sure if because they'd like to throw the party.
Because they want to throw a party like that.
Okay, they want to throw like that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit repetitive, but it's grammatically correct. Maybe we could use the future tense instead of is good for them.
Would be good for them.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. And what about the next one, Mohammed? Mohammed?
Yes.
How would you respond as the brother?
For party occurrence, I will bring some good food. Maybe I will ask my friends to which kind of food do you like, and take the common food and try to prepare it, and try to make a lot of bring a lot of fruits, a lot of fresh fruits, and maybe um, uh, prepare some activities. We do it together. Uh, uh, Maybe we play group games. It will be fun. So that's it, and I think it will be enough.
Yeah. Okay. So it's really good. I'll bring some good food. Maybe ask my friends what kind of food they like, and take the common food and try to prepare it, and try to make a lot. Um, I'll bring a lot of fresh fruits. I mean, this is good. It's a little bit different from what we were talking about as far as like a big party or a small party. But yeah, I think that's good. I mean, maybe we'll have another brother. How would you respond to the sister, Manu?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last sentence.
Mohammed, I said you did a good job, but
Yeah.
in order to respond a little bit more to the sister, and talking about the size of the party, maybe Manu, how would you respond?
Size of the party. Size of the party may be small.
Mohammed, yeah, but we'll have Manu respond.
I didn't understand.
Manu is another student, Mohammed. So yeah, we're gonna have the other student respond.
Me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
They want to have a small party. I think a small party will be good for them because they want to throw a party like that. But I think they deserve a big party, and we can divide the costs and ask for our parents and friends to bring uh, some food, and no, only. Okay, it's okay to bring some food.
Okay, good. Nice. So I think they deserve a big party. We can divide the costs, and we can ask our parents' friends to bring some food. Good, Manu. Ellie, how would you respond as a sister?
A big party is good, but our parents,
Em Brastua?
but
Embrachu.
but
Sorry?
Em Brastua?
Sorry, go ahead, Ellie.
okay, a big party is good, but our parents, they uh, our parents, um, they don't like crowded
Don't like crowded.
crowded crowded people, right? They
We
don't
could
write
say
crowded. They don't write
crowds
just
of
crowd.
people.
They don't write crowds of people.
Yeah, so
We
crowded would be an adjective, so we could describe something. So they don't like crowded places or
yeah,
parties,
yeah.
but they don't like crowds, which would be a thing in itself. Or they don't like crowds of people, which is describing the crowds of people.
Of people.
Okay.
Okay. They don't like crowd people. We should do something. We should do something that they like.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Don, how'd you respond?
Sorry.
How would you respond?
Okay. I think it's good idea for have a big party because to have a big party because our parents deserve that. So let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, maybe Ken, what would you say to that?
But according to my research, they prefer small party. 80%. So we throw. I think it's better to throw a small party.
Good. All right. And that is hilarious, Ken. Mohammed, maybe one more line. How would you respond as a brother?
Respond?
Yeah, maybe you could agree.
Yeah, I'm agree.
Yeah, you could say, yeah, okay, fine. Let's have a small party. Or something like that. How else could you agree?
Small party maybe better than big party. You focus on you focus on something and do it well. It's better than you prepare a lot of activities and maybe it seem not good in a not do it in a very good way, or
Okay,
not done in a very good way.
so it's better than preparing a lot of activities that are not done in a very good way. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So finally we've agreed that we'll have a small party. I think that's good. Any questions here? Okay, I want to see maybe if we can understand Thai curry. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Who knows what a New Year's resolution is? Maybe Manu. What's a New Year's resolution? Manu.
What is a New Year's resolution? I don't know.
Okay. New Year's resolution. Ellie, do you know what a New Year's resolution is?
Yes. My New Year resolutions is speaking English well.
Maybe to speak.
To speak English well.
Good. And so that's your resolution. What is a New Year's resolution in general?
What is your New Year solution?
Generally. Can you explain what it is generally?
Kind of a promise people make the New Year
Uh-huh.
Day, which is often broken.
Yeah, they are often broken. So it's a promise that you make to yourself on the first day of the year as a New Year's resolution. So you can promise to speak English well by the end of the year. You can promise to start working out and going to the gym and things like that. Those are New Year's resolutions. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go and read this comic. Manu, can you read the role of the tiger? And let's have Dawn. Can you read the role of Calvin, the little boy?
Okay, sure.
Okay. How are you doing on your New Year's resolutions?
I did not make any. See, in order to improve oneself, one must have some idea or what's good that impressive certain value.
Okay.
But as we all know, values are relevant. Every system of belief is equality valid, and we need to tolerate diversity. Virtuous is not better than vice; it's just difference.
Manu?
I don't know if I can tolerate that much tolerance. Tolerance.
I refuse to be victimized, but notions of virtuous behavior.
Nice. Okay, this is a tricky one. There's a lot of difficult vocabulary. Um, Dawn, can you repeat implies?
Uh, implies
Implies. And then certain.
certain
Uh-huh. And values.
values,
Uh-huh. And then values are relative.
relative,
Relative.
relative,
Yeah. Equally.
equally,
Valid.
valid,
Tolerate. Tolerate.
tolerate,
Sorry,
And-
teacher, what's the
Yes.
meaning of tolerance?
Tolerate is like put up with. Yeah, so it's not discriminate against. So if you tolerate something, it's like you accept it as it is. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And victimized? Victimized? Todd?
victimize,
Yeah, victimized. Victimized and notions.
nonsense.
Notions. Okay. This is a tricky one. Ken, do you think you could explain this comic?
Kind of difficult. And
Yeah.
first part maybe in Tiger and Boy explain the meaning of the New Year's resolution, and after that he began to say some cultural thing or kind of cultural diversity thing or something like that.
All right. Yeah. So the first comic, the tiger is asking the boys, saying, "How'd you do on your New Year's resolution?" And Calvin says, "I did not make any resolutions." And then he explains why he didn't make a resolution. So he says, making or to improve oneself, you have to assume there is something called good or better. So he's talking about the word. So like you have to have a value of good or better. So you have to have some sort of goal. And Calvin is saying, but like values, good and bad, are relative. All systems of belief are equally valid, and you have to tolerate diversity. So you need to like appreciate the differences of all different points of view. And so he's saying good isn't better than bad. It's just different. So these like terms, these words are not real. And so there's no such thing as self-improvement because there's no such thing as getting better because good and bad are relative. Mm-hmm. And so he's just being hyper-tolerant. Yeah. And so he's saying he's refusing to be victimized by notions of virtuous behavior. So he's not gonna be good because it's like the idea of good. Behavior is like the way that you act. So I know that was a really difficult comic. Does everybody have some sense of what it means?
So this boy said good and bad. There's no difference, good or bad. It's subjective or relativity. So
yeah,
it might be good for somebody and it might be bad for some others. So this voice doesn't make any resolution.
Yeah, there's no such thing as improvement because better or worse are relative terms, like only in the context of themselves. Yeah. And the tiger's saying, he doesn't know if he can tolerate that much tolerance. Yeah, it's a really tricky one. Any other questions here? Maybe about any vocabulary words? Any questions? Okay. And Mohammed, do you make New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I have a very big goal. I want to travel outside my country, so I want to learn. I want to learn English. I want to speak it like my native language. So that's my first goal. My second goal to improve my skills at work. I want to learn some new technologies. That's it.
Nice. Really well done. Okay. Perfect. Manu, what about you? Well, I don't think. Do you make New Year's resolutions, Manu?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to be fluent in English as well, and maybe to teach who needs to speak here in Brazil. For next year, I would like to move to my new apartment.
Nice.
And get more successful in my job.
become more successful in my job. Really nice. Maybe we could say by next year. By next year, I would like to move to my new apartment and become more successful in my job. Okay. Yeah, really well done. Good answer. And let's go on. We could try this. I don't know if we have too much time. Let's read a little bit about Martin Luther King Day. I know Ken was talking about it before. Let's have Don. Can you read the first paragraph?
Yeah, sure. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is an American federal holiday, making the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. It's observed on the free Monday of January each year, which is around the time of King's birthday, January 15.
Good. One thing when we're talking about dates, we always use ordinal numbers. So it always sounds like 15. Even if it's written just 15, it always will sound like 15.
Okay.
Can you repeat January 15th?
January 15.
Yeah. 15th. And third.
Third.
Observed.
Observe.
Marking.
Marking.
American.
American.
Nice. Ellie, can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. King was the chief spokesman for nonviolence activism in the civil rights movement, which successfully protested racial discrimination in federal and state law. The campaign for a federal holiday in King's honor began soon after his assassination in 1968. President Ronald Reagan signed the holiday into law in 1983, and it was first observed 3 years later. At first, some states resisted observing the holiday as such, giving it alternative names or combining it with other holidays. It was officially observed in all 50 states for the first time in 2000.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. Spokesman.
Spokesman.
Good. Non-violent.
Non-violent.
Violent.
Non-violent.
Good. Really good. Successfully.
Successfully.
An alternative.
Alternative.
Good.
Thank you.
And does anybody have any questions here? Any questions?
So 3 years later, the Reagan signed the document, and actually the law first observed 3 years later.
It was first observed in some parts of the country 3 years later. So he signed the holiday into law in 1983, and it took like 3 years for it to catch on, for people to start celebrating it, for it to like come into action, I guess. Does that make sense?
Do you know why?
Probably racial reasons.
I see. Okay.
I'm not sure though. I don't know for sure. Good question though. Any other questions here? Okay. And Don, can you ask Ken the first question?
Yeah, sure. Who was Martin Luther King Jr.?
He was the leader of civil rights, civil rights movement in the 60s. At that time, African American people cannot vote, and they regulate some their human rights in America. So civil rights movement resist against such racial laws in America.
Yeah. Exactly. Civil rights was a fight against those racially discriminatory laws and practices that were really common in the U.S. Perfect. And we are unfortunately out of time. I've got another class right after this that I added recently. It's about music. If you guys want to come in, I'd love to see you guys there. If not, have a really good day or afternoon or night. Ken, I think it's probably pretty late. Or early. I'm not really sure what time it is there. Thanks again for coming in, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.